Look, I'm working out.
They can't see. They can't see that high or that low. You gotta come up.
Hell no, we got.
I got it. I'm angling it up here. Here, how's that?
It don't weigh nothing, man.
Welcome to the Savage Productions YouTube channel. Hey guys, sorry for the delay on this video. I thought I had lost the footage, but I ended up finding it. So the footage you're about to see is recorded in early January, and you know what time it is now, so sorry for the delay on that. Video is going to be a little bit behind on this project because of this, but thankfully I found the footage. So without further ado, here's the video. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Savage Productions YouTube channel. If you haven't noticed, my car is not done, and that is the exact reason why I'm starting my morning here in Denver. And through the magic of editing, I'm ending my day back here in Cincinnati, and I'm going to be here for the next week, and we're going to work on my car to get this thing closer to being done. We got a lot of fabrication work to do. If you guys have seen the last videos, if you haven't, I'll link them right up there. But we got a lot of work to do. We're going to be, hopefully, maybe we could put the engine in this week. If not, we're going to get the brakes done. We're going to do what we can. But follow along and see what we get done. This is my 93 Mustang GT. We are putting a UPR K-member in it right now, as well as some front suspension, which also means let's go ahead and upgrade to the TBM brakes, because why not? Which also means we're going to go to 5-lug nice rims, because why not? And a lot of work has been involved in trying to get this thing ready to accept this UPR K-member because of some previous work that we did, and I have a couple videos posted on the channel about that. But let me get this camera turned around and I'll show you what we sort of did the last couple of days when we had the camera off, just so we could work. So here we have the completed product. These have nice little holes with supports that go through there. This is all boxed in, and yeah, now we can actually bolt a Kmember in here instead of having it welded in like it was prior. You'll notice that some of these welds look a little bit better than others, such as that. Looks a lot better than this. Well, this was due to that old thing sitting on a shelf, but Dad actually got a new toy. You want to show him the new toy?
So excited.
Come on, let's show him the new toy.
So excited.
Not bad. New video coming out soon for that thing.
Little clearancing for the stroker rod on that.
Well, what do we got here?
This is the new toy. So now all we got to do is get lessons to learn how to weld.
Yeah.
Okay. Which, not bad. We actually did some practicing. I used to weld years ago, and I was kind of trained a little bit. Somebody taught me basics, and I actually welded pretty good, but that's been a long time ago.
Well,
so I've been using, from time to time, I don't weld a lot, but from time to time I've been using that flux core. We've had that, what, 8 years?
Oh, it's been a while.
We did that back when you had that car in high school.
Well, we did the original framework with that thing.
Yeah, and it's just a flux core. It was $139, I think, back then at Harbor Freight. And I tell you what,
it served its purpose, but it doesn't result in good welds.
But whatever. So I've just been cheap. I haven't been wanting to spend the money on a welding machine. Well, I finally did. I'm like, I'm done. So
what do we got here?
This thing is sweet. So Tin Soldiers race cars, right?
Yep, guys who built my cage.
Yeah, I mean, they are.
Let's see.
Yep.
Right there, Tin Soldiers.
Yeah, so for you guys that don't know or haven't heard, of Tin Soldiers, most people have heard of Tin Soldiers.
Yep.
Awesome group of guys. They are unbelievable. Their talent is just unreal.
Yeah.
And they do some really cool stuff. So I don't know how many welders they have, but they really like these welders. And I took their advice. If you go watch their YouTube channel, he had an episode on his channel where he had bought a new welder. And this was at least their second welder that they had from this company.
Look at that, boy.
Everlast.
Yeah.
So, not sure if this is the exact same one that they just recently bought, because they do a lot of TIG welding, and they TIG weld aluminum and just whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I want to learn how to TIG weld. And in order to TIG weld aluminum, you have to have an AC welder. So this is an AC/DC welder. You know, you can TIG metal, steel, or whatever with a regular DC welder, but in order to TIG aluminum without a spool gun, okay, no spool gun,
Yep.
to TIG aluminum, it has to be an AC welder. So
Yeah.
I went ahead and bit the bullet, and I bought this AC/DC welder. This thing is it's a combination welder. It does MIG, it does TIG, and stick welding.
Yep.
It's a 120 volt 240, but this thing is unbelievable. And it came with a pedal, a hand. It came with everything I needed to do both, you know, TIG and MIG and stick.
Yep.
And I went ahead and bought a tank. This is set up.
They're like, he said, give me the biggest tank you have.
Well, not the biggest. That wasn't the biggest.
I guess not. But
No, it wasn't the biggest.
thing's big.
And honestly, this thing will probably last us a year or more, right?
Hey, if you're going to be a welder, we need to use the proper welding terms.
Yeah.
This is a canister.
Okay, got it. Okay. So anyway, this machine, it's set up to have two different canisters.
There you go.
Okay, it has one set up for MIG, and it has another set up for TIG. So I can get another canister or tank, whatever you want to call it, and actually have it hooked up to this fitting for the TIG. And all you got to do is, you know, you can just keep
open
it
the right
turned
bottle.
on, and once you switch it to TIG, it automatically feeds for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is cool. It's got 16 presets that it will save. Once you go in, you can do all kinds of adjustments. I mean, there's so many adjustments.
Yeah.
We're still learning all the adjustments.
Pre-flow, post-flow, start and upslope, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
we spent hours reading the manual on this thing.
We started really dialing it in, and the best thing, it's almost like a really good aftermarket computer on a car. You know, the way that you tune in. A lot of these things, you kind of give it your specs of your engine, your basic like cubic inches, whatever stoic you want to run, whatever gas you're running, that sort of thing, and it'll auto tune, right?
Yeah.
This thing has some default settings for the different kind of wire that you're running or the different kind of material that you're welding on. Yeah. And we noticed it's pretty accurate.
It's pretty accurate. Like, once you set it, you tell it what thickness of metal you're welding. It's going to recommend, or you tell it what thickness of wire. We're running 30 wire, but then you can go in to the advanced settings and actually adjust a little bit, and it will save it for you. But yeah, it's cool. Like, this thing, we practiced some beads, man, and it's like, I mean, they came out really nice, man. I'm gonna tell you.
It was a lot easier when we were just kind of welding on top of a table, but once we started having to do verticals and all sorts of stuff on that car while the thing's on the rack, it got a little bit more difficult. Yeah. But we can go on forever about this new welder. I know you want to, because you love it now.
Oh, it's awesome. And inverter technology. And so I guess that's 1 gigabyte inverter technology. Yeah.
1 gigabyte?
I don't know.
It looks like an I.
It's IGB, whatever. I call it 1 gigabyte because I'm a computer guy. You know?
Oh my God. All right, so never mind about this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover it back up because it's getting cold. I gotta cover it up. It even came with a cover, man.
Jeez. But this video in particular is about this car. Let me show you some of these nicer welds were done by that machine. It may not look like it, but there's definitely multiple layers of penetration on these things.
So you gotta realize too, though, we're kind of welding on a dirty surface.
That's
the problem. Thing. Because we cleaned this as best as we could, but you know, it's so dirty that we were having to adjust the machine to really make up for the dirty, and that was so I think something else that we read too, where if you're running into a dirty situation like this, you can make some adjustments on the machine to kind of help get started on the burn. But I mean, all in all, it came out pretty good, and it's definitely strong. It's not going anywhere, you know. So,
but this side doesn't look all that great because we welded half of it with the wire feed, but this side,
so if you look,
looks a bit better.
If you look right here, that was about the only correct one. That looks perfect.
Yeah, look at that. Just look at that weld.
Just look at that one, you know.
That's the potential that this thing has. Even people who don't weld like us.
Well, I did that one, so yeah. I had to come in and fix all yours. Never mind. Let's go.
I thought we agreed we weren't going to talk about that.
Yeah.
It's no fair. But yeah, this side's all done too, so it's all ready to bolt the thing in. We had our neighbor over here who does a bunch of machining actually make some spacer plates for us. I got them all painted up yesterday, and this one actually is going to go on this side right here because we need to take up a little bit of slack between here and this thing, which is a big like frame patch that we did, and it's hanging down a little bit. So we're gonna use this to kind of space out the Kmember, because the end plate goes to about here-ish, and we didn't want this thing just being sideways and all cockeyed like that. So that one goes there, and then this one is actually full length, and that will go over here on the other side. That way they're even on both sides. It'll drop the Kmember down a little bit. And if you guys remember, my intake setup under here, we have pretty tall intake setup plus a big elbow that goes on top of that. So dropping the Kmember down a little bit is not going to be a bad thing if we want to continue running a hood, which I do. So we're gonna get this Kmember bolted up in here. We're gonna throw the control arms on, get some of the suspension on, and we might even get started on the brakes. What do you think?
Yeah, this here good to go up here quick.
Yeah, this gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's only 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 volts. And then of course we got to do the little control arms and all that.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I did that car over there by myself, and I actually recorded it and everything. And I think I did it all in, you know, a few hours. And even while I was actually recording the video, which takes longer, you know.
Right. All right, so we're gonna get started on this and show you the progress. All right, so here is our fresh UPR K-member. Shout out UPR products. This thing's nice, man. They got the tow hooks on it, so we can hook it up in the trailer, and then got their control arms in here, and got different sets of bushings for whatever type of driving you do. The hardware was in here. What else? I think that was about it. Yeah, hardware Dad has over here on his new workbench.
Yeah.
Fresh out of Harbor Freight workbench.
Yeah, that's our new workbench. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw, but we are a Kmember dealer, and I didn't really take a good look at this poster until just now, but that thing is cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That mammoth, man, that's awesome.
Yeah. Pretty cool, man.
It's cracking the ice, man. Watch out. It's all that boost.
Let's go to fit.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
So,
we were kind of concerned about the bolt bottoming out. Well, I guess topping out up here, up against the little patch.
By the time it's dropped down,
Yeah.
and we'll have 100% thread on that nut.
Yeah,
Because it's
for
only
sure.
going to be.
Yeah, we got, well, what? It's, however thick this plate is, I forget what size he said it was.
1/8 inch.
Was it 1/8 inch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, so that plate.
So it's at least 1/8 of an inch, and then
And
the
then
plate
that
on the
plate.
K-member too, so.
So, I mean, look.
Yeah, that's perfect.
See, the thread is right there. So that's going to be fine. Matter of fact, we might just want to use those instead of the longer ones
Yeah,
on all of them.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, it don't matter. We'll just use this one, and then we'll use the long ones on the other, because we're going to put red Loctite on them anyway.
Yeah, this guy couldn't remember if he got the the bolt kit that comes with
Yeah,
it.
it's because it's been a while since I got everything, and it came with
Yeah.
the bolt kit.
So, you know, I went up to Old Ace Hardware, spent about $60 on hardware. Although we did need these nuts at the very least, so it's fine. Whatever.
Yep, whatever.
There.
I mean, this is chrome molly too. That's why it's so light.
Come on, Mr. Chrome.
Chrome molly.
Dude, this has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
This is probably the longest Kmember install. Oh yeah, that'll be good for the video.
That would help. I have to get it over here by me too. Are you ready?
Yeah. Don't forget the plate, stupid.
I know it. Don't forget your plate, stupid.
I got the plate. It's done so well. Can't even tell.
Man, he did a freaking awesome job. He did an awesome job.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a Kmember. This thing is, and it looks fantastic. The spacing little things that we did here worked out perfectly. You can see it's bottomed out up against this frame repair. The plate is right in here. Definitely bottomed out where this bolt goes through and where this bolt goes through. And Dad says he's done a few of these Kmembers on these cars and even on stock frame rails. The gap between the actual plate and the frame rail exists even here, but I mean that's pretty dang close right there. Then looking over at this side, it's an even better story. This plate goes perfectly well across, pretty much bottomed out everywhere. All that's tightened up. Got these big long bolts through here. This side, I think it was a little bit longer somehow and needed this extra longer bolt, but we got a nice big washer. Got the bolts all talk light.
Well, it was
Loctite.
we needed the longer one because of that thick bolt.
Yeah.
Remember, the hole on that plate was a little bit large.
Yeah. So yeah, we got this thick washer, and then we needed the longer bolt for that. So we got that there. Got this one all snugged up into the corner. Things looking good. All these are tightened up. We torqued these to about 85 foot-pounds here, and then we did about 55 here. Or actually, no, these were 90. But yeah, man, this thing's in. We're gonna throw these control arms on. Dad's gonna get those set up. If you didn't see one of the last videos that he put out, a little tech time video, he goes over how to properly install control arms and kind of mess around with, what was it, the coilovers and all that sort of stuff.
This whole kit.
Right. So yeah, if you want to see information about this, go check out that video right up there. Alright, well, we got the control arms on. Well, I should say Dad got the control arms on while I played frickin' Pest Control.
Dude, I can't. 9:30 at night, and he opens the door and a bird flies in. Now, at night?
Yeah, I had him at least trapped in the office. I shut the door here and played hell trying to get him out. We ought to get the footage off of the camera.
Yeah.
Put it on the video.
He looked pretty funny in here chasing the bird.
Oh my god. Yeah, finally got him out.
Yeah, usually when they, like in the springtime, if you keep the back door open, they always fly in, and
Yeah.
they'll usually bounce against the windows, and I'll just leave the door open and they fly out.
Well, he kept bouncing against the lights.
Yeah.
So that's why I got one of our lights and like set it outside because I don't think he could like visualize that this was open.
Yeah, and he flew right out.
Oh well.
Once you had the light out there.
Yeah. So yeah, bird performance over here.
Yeah. Bird beak performance.
Oh my god. All right. Well, here's Kmember installed. It's got these all torqued up. You said you went to about 80 foot-pounds on these guys?
Yeah, I went to about 80 on these because it's not hanging up at all, and the bushings are spinning with the control arms, which is what you want.
Cool.
You know, you don't want them too loose
or too stiff.
Yeah, so that's good. You could probably take them to like 70, 65 or 72, but it didn't change it between 65 and 70, so I just put them at 80, whatever. Cool. Yeah, it turned out nice, man.
Well, I found another light of yours up in here.
Yeah, I had it over there.
Yeah, looks good. It's about time. This is longest Kmember install, I swear.
Yeah, but man, it's good. We got all the rust repaired.
Yeah.
Because, as you remember, before we did the panels on the inside, we did all the rust repair.
Yep.
Inside. So, all of this section has been removed on the inside, and
right.
we replaced it with sheet metal.
Yeah.
And you don't really see it, but it's all covered up by the Scott Rod panels.
Yep.
That's what's cool about it. We didn't have to make them look so pretty on the inside because the panels covered all that up. But so it's strong, man. It's all reinforced real nice, boxed in. Got the spacers in there. Now we can unbolt them if we need to.
Yep. Yeah, we do spindles. We got to do
we got to put the spindles on. We got to do the coilovers, put them back on. We counted the turns.
Yeah.
So we'll put them back where they were. So your ride height should be pretty close to being the same where it was.
Yep. We
may have to change it a little bit once the
Probably.
new engine and everything's in. Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll get the brakes on, and then we got to finish. Once we get it on the ground, we'll go ahead and do the back, and once we get it on the ground, we can get rid of the power booster, master cylinder, put your manual brake conversion kit in.
Yep.
And then we'll have to rerun some brake lines just from the master cylinder, down.
Yep.
So that'll be cool. And then, we still got to order the stainless steel brake lines or brake hoses to go from the calipers in. That's gonna look good though.
Heck yeah.
Them brakes are awesome. We ordered the 5-lug Strange axles, 35 spline with new C-clip eliminators because of these, since they're already put together, we're just going to sell the axles to somebody. We'll get rid of all this ugly stuff and put the TBM brakes on with the new axles. The axles should be here in about a week, they said.
Yep.
Coming straight from Strange.
Yep. You know who won't be here in a week?
I know. But that's all right. I'll just work on it every chance I get, and you got to get your wheels.
Yeah, I know. We have a nice decision to make on some wheels. I don't know what I'm gonna go with.
You might as well go ahead and just get bead locks for the back.
Oh, I'm gonna get some nice bead locks.
Might as well just get the bead locks, be done. That way.
What do you think? What do you think, guys? Nice little gray Fox body, about a 275 on the back.
275, 60.
A little 15-inch wheel.
We're gonna have to do something here.
Yeah,
we'll fit a 275.
We'll work with it.
Well, now if we go with a 255, it'll fit.
I know.
So a 255/60 is 27 inches tall, and a 275/60 is 28. And of course, with the GTs, you have an issue right here. So everybody, they cut these.
Yeah, just a little bit, a little shave.
So I think we should just go with a 255. I mean, 255. It's only an inch shorter.
Yeah, it looks so thick though. They look so thick on there though, with the 28.
255s look good. I put them on. Just what I put on that red car, the 427 swap. Remember?
Yeah.
We put. They were 15 by 8s on the back. We got to go with 10s, so we're gonna have to do a little clearance and beating it here.
Well, whatever tires we go with, I still have to figure out the wheels. So I'm gonna be looking at those, see what I can do. So that's gonna do it for this video. We're gonna go ahead and cut it off there. We got the Kmember up in there finally. Everything's painted, everything looks good. We're gonna be back in the next video putting some suspension components on here. Gotta get the spindles, those nice TBM brakes, and we got some pretty awesome wheels that we're gonna have on there temporarily so we can get this thing on the ground. You guys don't want to miss that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoy the content. Like the video if you liked it. And catch you all on another video. Knowledge. Integrity. Danger. A wild mechanic in his natural habitat. Sorting bolts. What is he doing today? No one will know.